Voiceover on. Messages.
Hello everyone, we're here doing our second keyboard class. Today we're going to go over Spotlight Search and creating a folder in the Notes app, and then after we create a folder we'll create a note. Then after that we will do a search with Spotlight Search, and we will close by closing out of App Switcher, closing our apps in App Switcher. So I'm going to get started by doing a Spotlight search. And the way that we can quickly do that is by pressing Option up arrow. And again, our modifier keys are going to be to the left of the spacebar, Command, Option, Control. And then you have a function key for those that do have access to that particular key. So before we actually go to the Spotlight search, one quick way that you can know whether quick navigation is on or off, you have to be on your home screen. You can left or right arrow through.
Message. Camera.
I'm doing that
Photos.
right now, and it seems to be moving, so it lets me know like my quick navigation is on. I'm going to press my left arrow and my right arrow, and I'll hear the cue. That lets me know now that it's off, because I'm going to also press my left arrow, my right arrow, and nothing is happening. So that's one good way to know whether your quick navigation is on or off. And now I'm going to press my left and right arrow to activate quick nav.
Camera.
And I'm going to arrow through
Photos.
to make sure it's
Camera.
working.
Photos.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to do an option up arrow.
Spotlight. Text field.
I'm going to
editing.
type in notes.
Search. Insertion
and it
point
doesn't do a
start.
good job of the keyboard echo here. You might hear a part of the letter.
100. Top search result.
And now
Notes.
I'm going to
42
arrow through.
items. Clear text.
It says
Button.
clear text.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Button. Actions available. Notes.
And then it skipped my main search for some reason, and I don't know why it does that. So I'm going to just back arrow.
Notes.
And it recognized that it's notes. So I'm going to do an up or down arrow to access my notes. Before I do that really quickly, I just want you to know that with a Spotlight search, the search is very comprehensive. So it will check internet-based results, and there's several different results. Usually it tells you, one of 26 or whatever the number is, and you can arrow through and explore those. For what we're doing today, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to press my up and down arrow and enter notes. Okay.
Notes. Edit.
I'm already
Button.
in the page I want to be in. We're going to explore 3 pages in notes. Our first page is our folders. Our second page is going to be a list view of the notes within a folder. And then our third view is going to be an active note. So now I'm going to navigate to create a new note. Okay? And just a quick point of reference here.
Folders. Heading.
It says folders. That's our first heading. It actually has a couple different headings. In this particular case, iCloud happens to be an actionable heading because it collapses. So I'm going to arrow through here.
Dictate. iCloud. Button. Heading.
And it actually has
Expanded.
a search field as well.
Dictate.
Which I'll go
search.
back. This is our search
field.
field. It's right underneath the folders heading.
iCloud. Button. Heading. Expanded.
It's expanded. It
Actions
says expanded.
available.
So I'm going to close it
iCloud.
by pressing
Heading.
up and down
Collapsed.
arrow. So it closed it. So in that sense, it's actionable. Then I'm going to right arrow.
Gmail. Button.
Gmail
Heading.
is also
Expanded.
actionable.
Actions available. Gmail.
And then
heading.
I closed it.
Collapsed. On my iPhone.
On my
Button.
iPhone.
Heading. Expanded.
It's expanded.
On
so
my
I can
iPhone.
close it. Now if
Heading.
I want to open it
Collapsed.
up, let's go to Gmail.
Button. Gmail. Heading. Notes. 12 notes.
Has 12 notes.
On my iPhone. Button.
And
Heading.
then I can also do this on my iPhone.
Actions available.
So this is
Notes.
where I
12
want to
notes.
create a new note on my iPhone, okay?
On my iPhone.
And the way that I do
Button.
that is I
Heading.
continue to right
Toolbar.
arrow through.
New folder.
It says new folder.
Button. New note. Button.
And then it gives you the option for new note. I want to focus on new folder, so I'm going to left arrow.
New folder. iCloud. Button.
I can either create it in iCloud
On my iPhone.
or on my
Dismiss
iPhone.
context. Dismiss context menu. On my iPhone.
Or I could
button.
dismiss that context menu. That's basically what's appearing, a context menu. So I'm gonna choose on my iPhone.
Alert. New text field.
Now
Is editing.
I'm
Name.
going to write
Character mode. Insertion point at start. Cap V O R
voice
space cap
over
V O space A
class
cap
notes.
O E S.
All right. I'm gonna put 2
Space notes 2.
even though this is technically 2, but I saved an earlier file. I'm going to now try to arrow through. It's not working, so I can do a VO right arrow, or I can turn quick navigation on. I turned on quick nav. You heard the cue.
Clear text. Cancel. But save button.
I want to go to save.
Edit button.
Okay, and now
Create
my
a
job
folder.
is going to be
Voice over
finding
class notes
that
22.
new folder. So I'm going to right arrow through till I get there.
Fold. Search. Dictate. iCloud. G. Note. On my. All on my iPhone. Notes. 5 notes. VO keyboard class 2. Voice over class notes 22. No
That's
notes.
the one. I'm going to enter it.
Actions
Up and
available.
down arrow.
Select it.
I've done
Folders.
that.
Back button.
This is the list view. I don't have anything in this list view, so I have to arrow down till I get to new notes.
Voice over class. Search. Dictate. Toolbar. No notes. New note. Button.
So I'm going to, now that I got to new notes, I'm going to hit the one to the farthest right. There's actually one that's a heading.
Dictate. But toolbar. No new note. No new note. Dictate. But toolbar. No notes.
Okay, actually, let's see what it actually says, because I can't. It says, kind of difficult to.
No note. No notes.
Oh, it says no notes. Okay, good. So that tells you the number there. All right, so there's no conflict there. So I'm gonna right arrow back.
No notes. No note. New note. Button.
Or left arrow back and
New note.
enter.
Note.
And I'm gonna write
Text
a
field.
new note.
Is editing.
Okay.
Insertion point at start.
So right away, it tells you that you're in a text insertion field, that it's active. So your quick nav, I think, should be off, but let's double check that. Let's left arrow. Good. That lets me know that it's off. So I'm going to write this note. So when you're writing a note, the first line is super important. You want to label it because that becomes your title, and that's how you would archive it, and that's how you would search for it. So I'm going to write note
T space 2 space O space of
VO
cap space
voiceover.
VO cap K
I'm going to put KB keyboard
cap space caps LA
class.
New line.
Now I'm going to hit enter, and I skip 2 lines, and I'm going to write what we're going to actually be doing. We will be exploring.
E.
Okay, let's see that real quick. I don't have the text large enough for me. We will be
Yep.
Exploring
G space exploring
how
space
to create
space
a
space
folder, which we've done,
space
and
space
navigate.
G.
Okay, zoom in, because I could actually arrow through, let me know what letter I'm on. I'm going to zoom in for right now. Navigate.
T-E.
And navigate. And active.
T-I-V-E. Space.
Note.
Active. O-T-E.
And it's active because
space.
It's active because you heard text insertion point. Okay? And it's also active because the voice over focus, which is rather large at this case, is around the body area. So now I'm going to hit enter.
New line.
And go to a new line. Hit
New
enter
line.
again. Okay. We will then do a search for the note. And we can either do this one of 2 ways. We can use Spotlight Search to do this, or we can use the native search function in the Notes app. I'm probably going to do a Spotlight Search. Okay,